Hi Star Family, thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. This is a very strange message opening up because when I was kind of clearing the energy from the last read before transitioning onto this one, I'm hearing you got a good read on somebody, I'm hearing you got all the circumstantial evidence that you needed, so I feel like you've learned how to read in between the lines pretty well. Okay, what I was hearing was the song I See Red, right? Like I see red, and I feel like when somebody looks at you, they see red, and it's because they are intimidated and their biggest filter of perception during this time is the root chakra, right? That's very either overly expanded, overly contracted, but there's definitely a strong anger that stems from fear. And I'm also hearing like jealousy rears its ugly head, so this could be coming to the surface in very unconscious ways, but there's something around somebody being really enraged, like being really enraged, and I'm hearing they were like taken over. It was almost like yeah, like this could be someone that you dealt with. This is kind of dark, but it could have been like an overtaking, some type of somebody basically that was operating on the lowest planes of consciousness that you could have dealt with and had their own self-serving motives and agendas, and there were other beings that were also occupying those realms that I'm hearing overrode the system, and it was an attempt to sway you off of your path. But for a lot of you, this person has been put on probation by the Galactic Federation. That was a message that was coming through, and they are now facing the consequences of their actions. And yeah, it's very interesting. You have definitely certain alliances in the higher realms that I'm hearing restoring order from chaos. And what's interesting is that when I was shuffling these messages prior, we had a tidy house, yeah, clarity and organization, fallen angel right behind that, spiritual narcolepsy. So this could have been somebody I'm hearing that was under, I'm hearing the karmic wheel of spiritual amnesia. Okay, they were under like a deep amnesia. So this is somebody that's very unconscious, and that's what this angel talks about. It talks about a fallen angel. So this could be somebody that's kind of operating from their lower nature and is completely disconnected from their higher self. And what's super interesting here is I feel like it kind of gives me Archon energy in regards to somebody wanting to like siphon your life force, but for their own self-serving motives. There's something around that because you're so connected to the source, and like you can see this very clearly in regards to where this person operates from or what the root of their unconscious wounds that come to the surface actually are. And you can see their exaggerated emotions as a call for love, okay, a call for love that they are lacking within. And it's very interesting because a tidy house, clarity and organization basically talks about you going through a whole reset right now. You guys are definitely clearing certain things and people from your life. This talks about even removing like tangible objects, you know, connections. And the house in the metaphysical realm represents the self and the soul, and the fact that it's a first card usually does show the first house is around how people see you. That's going to be changing because you change the way that you see yourself. This could be your personal beliefs and attributes that have altered the trajectory of the personal relations around you, first house Aries energy. And it was interesting because I was also seeing the ram and the Aries vibe. And what's really funny is I literally have this image on my iPad. You probably won't be able to see it, but from the 25th of April 2019 could be significant for you. But I literally have like an Aries like portrait there of an Aries archetype. And then after that, you literally have Pisces right after that. You probably won't be able to see it. But there's something around like an end of a cycle, because Aries and Pisces usually show maybe you guys are clearing like past life karma or connections, and things that you used to trip over, you walk over now. Because my cat just like walked over the wire. That could have been, I'm hearing, oh, it could have been like a setup. I'm seeing like booby traps, all right? So people that had very clear intentions for you, but with hidden agendas. It kind of gives me sixth house elements, because after the Pisces you had Virgo, which is connections to sixth house elements, which could have been somebody that you were supposed to have an alliance with or was supposed to assist you in like a co-creation in this lifetime. But I'm hearing instead they turn against you. So it is giving like fallen angel. Oh, it's giving like fallen angel against like Jesus Christ consciousness. So again, this is about like the Christos energy and you guys awakening to your own divinity. That's literally what it's given, right? And you know, Lucifer was cast away into the underworld, into his lower nature, and he was severed from his higher nature. So there's something around that, like somebody facing the consequences of their own actions, and they're stuck in like, I'm hearing like a feedback loop of their own suffering due to the attachment of feeling like they're entitled to something that I'm hearing like was already rewritten for you. Wow, this is going like in a completely different cycle. And also Pisces energy is also 12th house, so this is also the house of hidden enemies, and it's usually a lot of eyes that are on you, I'm hearing, and they're not just physical eyes, but a lot of them are invisible eyes, energies that will test you, seek to test your determination, your strength, your willpower. I'm seeing 9 of Wands energy. But yeah, this usually shows up when people are like leaving your life during this time. I'm also hearing a karmic board clearing, and it's interesting. Okay, so right now I'm definitely just channeling a lot because we have the moon in Gemini, so I have that nodal return, and also we have the yang energy too. So yang is also about taking external action, so I feel like this is something that you're not hesitating to act about during this time, and I'm hearing like you're calling all your life force back to you, and you're reinvesting that into like your own journey or yourself, right? There's something around that specifically, and you're on the verge of a breakthrough because of this. Okay, so a lot of you, you're still making up your mind in regards to this. A lot of you have already made up your mind. I feel like who I'm talking to, and you're on the verge of a breakthrough because you have divine protection with Sword of Light. We'll actually go ahead and read this. It says cords cut and breakthrough energy. So I was actually just shuffling these cards, and usually I'm just guided when to stop, and I'll just go with the foundation if I'm doing like a free flow, and that's exactly what was happening. And then I kept hearing like I see red, and then all of this just came to the surface. And also what's interesting is even here you have the moon and the Page of Swords, so this could be people that have like a hypnotic fascination about you with the moon. There's something that draws them towards you. It could just be like your mysterious nature, but yeah, Page of Swords energy, if you know, then you know it's like very spying energy, which is very interesting. And it's interesting too because you have the Page of Swords and the Temperance, which shows that somebody could be like spying on you because you could be seen as an earth angel here with the Temperance energy. It is like an earth angel vibe. They want to learn more about your slow and relaxed manifestation style. Yeah, which is super interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and read Sword of Light there. Sword of Light. Oh. I'm hearing get ready for a greater alignment. Okay, so breakthrough energy. This is Archangel Michael that could have been working with you, and again he rules like the root chakra, which is funny. So there's something about yeah, feeling like more secure or stable, okay, in your physical experience now, like in the physical realm. It talks about he who is like God. He is considered a source's right hand man. He's the archangel who has chosen to guide and protect all light workers. So you guys could identify, I don't even want to say identify, but you guys are a light worker. You just are that you are. You don't really identify with anything. You're just, you know, you're just a spiritual being having a human experience. Anyone who is feeling called to make a difference on this planet can be guided and supported by him. So Archangel Michael has been protecting you and watching over you, because again this is about divine protection. And this could be the Sword of Light has been pictured as both spears of light and lightning bolts. Lightning bolt also talks about control your anger, you'll be sorry. So somebody's anger could have come to the surface in very like unconscious ways. And I'm hearing like unsolicited advice usually tells more about the needs of the giver than the receiver anyway, so that could be significant for you. But yeah, it's somebody's anger was something that they couldn't control, so now like they're sorry for it. It's powerful. It's a powerful symbol of spiritual power. It's carried by Michael and invoked by all those working in the light to help them move beyond blockages and limitations, to sever cords of fear. So again, it's like you guys are no longer fearing this, right? Fear is a fetter that ties to man, right? So there's something about no longer being bind to fear. So yeah, this is knowing that you stand in your truth and your light, fulfilling the call of your soul. So this is a message that comes to you as a confirmation for the path that you're walking in light, and responding to incarnation soul contracts to make a difference on this planet. That's exactly what I was seeing. And there's something about somebody now facing the consequences of their actions, because there was like a soul contract for you that's basically being rewritten, because I was seeing like karmic board clearing, right? So there's like new soul contracts I'm hearing that are being deployed to you because of how somebody basically attempted to utilize their free will and try to I'm hearing like overpower you, or there was just something like there was a level 1 entitlement there, like they really wanted to be identified with something that you had. It's really weird. Okay, anyway, it's also a sign that you have opportunities to sever connections to fear and limitations. So you're realizing that you were not bound to continue this soul contract, you know? Because I was seeing, yeah. Oh, and this was an energy that was coming through, by the way. It was, I forgot to say it. They were like, they were also scared now, right? The fear and the anger stems from them being fearful that you're going to expose them from the top. And I feel like this is the top that you're surging through when it comes to a breakthrough, not just in the physical realm and a physical rank, but when it comes to spiritual hierarchies and spiritual ranks. Because I was seeing like them throwing like a tantrum, like a temper tantrum, like a child, and like unconsciously acting out of maybe their own inner child wounds or some kind. But the energy that was coming through was they're afraid that you're going to expose them like to the top, right, to like the Galactic Federation, or like, you know, whatever this may be, to just higher archetypal manifestations. And they've been put on probation. That's almost what I get. And I'm also hearing like they've been given like a restraining order. So it's like somebody no longer has access to you in the ways that they once did. That's what I'm seeing, like an energetic restraint. Yeah, which is interesting. And I'm seeing like a ankle monitor right now, like somebody being put on tag. So there's something about like they're being traced or monitored during this time, or they're under surveillance for their attempts to like continue to do something that yeah, continuing to do something. Okay, anyway, we'll see. Continue to watch you, continue to stalk you, but you're in a transition now and you're detaching from unnecessary connections, right? Dramas and fears. So this could be people that were basically trying to latch onto you that just no longer serve your highest good, because I'm hearing they've already breached the contract, all right? There was like a breach of a soul contract of some kind. So they're always being rewritten. You're not bounded to that one. I'm hearing like your mission continues. And I was also hearing like reporting for duty. So again, a lot of you are almost like you're here on a very specific like special magical operation, and yeah, it's like you're here to serve in some way, like the collective consciousness. And yeah, there's something around that, like this is not going to be prevented, and I'm hearing that you can't be hindered, and anyone that attempts to like hinder you or reduce you in some way is going to be like literally, you're going to be realigned. Okay, you're going to be realigned. Okay, so know that there will be a great severing at this time, and you might feel isolated for a moment as you will be reconfiguring your circle. Yeah. And that reminds me of the birds of a feather reading that we just did, of trust and moving into a life that is greater, in a greater alignment with your highest good. And we were literally talking about entering into a greater alignment. Know that the cords that bind you to loved ones and soul family will remain intact. It's only the lower vibrational connections that are being severed. Expect breakthroughs and doors of opportunities opening up for you. If you feel strongly connected to Archangel Michael, know that his energy is with you now. This is so interesting because he's Saint Michael is the star Aldebaran, and he's usually like the watcher. He's one of the guardian watchers of the sky. So there's something about you guys being like overlooked or watched right now. And also the other message that was coming through was that you're like talking to this other person's higher self, right? Because you are your higher self in physical form. You've been able to anchor a higher consciousness into your physical vessel and you move as one. Whereas this person's soul's intentions, right? And the human's actions are just not in alignment when it comes to the free will. It's not congruent in any way, and because of that, it's like a contradiction, right? I'm hearing like they fell for the desires of the ego, and it was like they didn't want to take what was feeling like poison to the ego, but it was actually medicine to the soul. They would rather have like instant gratification or again like just pleasing energy. So this could be like shadow work, people that want to be around you but aren't willing to like actually do the necessary work to do that. Yeah, but I'm hearing like they're a liability. Okay, so they're a liability, so they've been put on probation. I'm hearing like access denied. Okay, access is denied in some way. Let's go ahead and take a look at some starseed messages, since I feel like this is some kind of connection. But even I was hearing like their higher self is like, bruh, I don't know, man, like, you know, I've been trying to tell them I've been trying to tell them kind of vibe. But I'm hearing like there's no going back now. So this is something that it's like ontological inertia. I'm hearing the mission continues. I'm hearing cease and desist. What? And Also, they were caught. Jump in, 𝓲𝓪𝓪 energy, adventures, say yes to change. So 𝓲𝓪𝓪 energy could be significant right now. You also have hold in the opposites and surrender. So you guys are holding space for the paradox of this reality, right? It's like a holding space for that contrast. And you're like accepting how everybody wants to utilize their free will. I don't feel like to be quite clear, this isn't about judgment. I don't feel like you're judging this person or anything. It's just like neutral observation. It's just like for you it's nothing because you're not so attached to it being one specific way. You're very like fluid in your navigation here, where you're like, okay, that's just going to be rewritten, like that ending is just going to be replaced with an energy that's going to be transferred into like a higher octave, you know. That's almost what I get. Because I'm hearing like sabotage-y, right? Like people that will self-sabotage themselves. Yeah, we have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So there's something around that. But I'm also seeing with Pleiadian energy, double mission, channeling, uplifting humanity. Again, you guys are here on a mission, like you were seated on this planet for a very specific intention. And yeah, it's almost like the immaturity or civilization. It's like you're really maturing, realizing that you are not the physical vessel, but you are the timeless consciousness that navigates this earthly experience using this vessel. And there was something around, because of your ability to be able to surrender, right, to surrender to this, I feel like you're not so attached to the events that transpire, okay, in your life. I'm hearing even those that may be conspiring against you, because you don't take it personally. It's all just vibration-y. So I feel like this is like I'm hearing you're just going with the ebbs and flows. You're just like, oh, another one, you know, that's what I'm getting, like another one, all right, on to the next one, on to the next one. And you're moving so fluidly, whereas other people's attachment to you is creating their own suffering. So there's something around that, like you're not so attached to it just being like one way. So this is about you being open to the way that this evolves. But yeah, what I was seeing is that you're taking on like different type of traits or gifts because of this, like different ancestral gifts or traits that you're now carrying forward with you. It's like you're being granted access to like new abilities. I'm hearing as a form of like, it's an effect of the cause and you being a cause of the effect, right? That you've put out there. And there's something about like something coming back around to bless you tenfold, because I'm hearing like you being granted like a upgrade. There's some kind of upgrade that's happened within you. It's like a form of compensation, but I don't feel like that's the right word, but it's just like you're being granted something. Okay, it's like it's unlocking something for like I'm hearing like the inconvenience. You know how people are compensated for like the inconvenience of something? That's almost what I'm seeing it as. Yeah, which is super interesting. Okay, so there's some kind of new adventure that you're saying yes to, especially when it comes to breaking out of like repetitive feedback loops. It's like you're realizing that mistakes can be forgiven, like if that was a one slip up, but there's something around you can see that that's a pattern that needs to be broken, and there's like no excuse for that. So it's like somebody's now having to take accountability for it. That's almost what I'm seeing it as. And then you also have blossoming abundance at the base, which usually shows, again, you heading into like a very prosperous time in your life. So the targeting has only further accelerated you along your path. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, which is super interesting because this is your center point of manifestation. Oh, I fucking knew it. I knew it because I was literally going to say Archangel Michael. Because look at this. You have Archangel Michael and you have Archangel Uriel. And you know how we were talking about the biggest filter of perception even being like the I see red, right? This is about a contracted or overexpanded root chakra, and yours is very balanced, right, in harmony. So when you talk about the root and the crown being you know, connected, this is about your higher self being anchored into your physical vessel. So your higher nature merging with your lower nature, and they move as one through this existence. And this is about you having mastery over matter. So you are anchoring ether into matter, right? You're able to again have this effortless connection to the higher and lower realms, and you don't get caught up in the lower nature or like lower desires. Okay, there's something specific around that. Because you must understand, like, there's some individuals here that are, again, under, like, these karmic cycles and repeat these feedback loops of suffering, and they take on these programs and they aren't able to like transcend it because of their belief systems, okay, or something that they've indoctrinated, but you've been able to take that on and transcend it. So there's something around you, just your frequency apart, okay? What they feel like has happened to them has led them to feeling like they're a creature that's like a frequency apart, right? They're in like a dimension apart from you. And it's because the planes of consciousness that you're operating on are very, very different. So there's something about you being able to hold space for them and like love them where they are, but also like leave them the reality that they choose to exist in or choose to operate in. Okay, there's something very specific about that because this is ascending to like a high universal truth with this energy. So yeah, the root and the crown, yeah, which is super interesting. Your center point of manifestation. So you have mastery over matter, okay? Let's go ahead and read this. But yeah, that's so funny because I knew he was going to come out and then he did. So that's really freaking interesting. Okay, so Archangel Michael, stability and security. And it's funny because he's right on the page 111, which is the page of destiny. So this is about, again, like the first chakra, right? Which is about it can be your like base desires, okay, seeking for that security, but you find security in your own divinity. You know, that's a very difference because they're connected. You've merged your lower dantian with your higher dantian, right? So, and your middle. So even if you have problems in the past when it comes to security or stability, that's being free during this time. It shows that you're capable of taking action and moving towards your path, and you have an increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. Whereas the person that you were dealing with, again, they could be very blocked. They could have potential fears about their safety or again, insecurity that may be rising, or even like depression. So the blocked energy basically leads to them being in a state of survival. All right, and when people operating in a state of survival, they're operating from the draconian reptilian brain consciousness, which is again like the amygdala center of the brain, which is like a fight or flight response, which is like very unconscious. So there's something about, again, somebody acting out of those like those base desires where they seek that instant gratification. So yeah, that's essentially what's going on right now. And oftentimes it usually takes like the law of accident. That's why I feel like it's happening to this individual. Like as they do something, the law of accident keeps occurring in an attempt to shake up their frequency or vibration, right? Which is like negative synchronicities that often happen, which can cause almost like a state of, I'm hearing a state of implosion, which is interesting. It almost causes like a state of chaos, more than chaos though. A state of like, I always forget the word, something that basically just shakes them up, shifts their vibrational frequency to kind of wake them up, you know, to try to wake them up. That's the energy that comes through, especially because when ether descends into matter for prolonged periods of time, it can often fall into this spiritual amnesia. So again, it's like the universe is trying to wake them up. Maybe you were trying to wake them up as well, to the point where you realize maybe they don't want to wake up, you know, it's that type of energy. Okay, that's almost what it gives me. But yeah, it almost comes with trauma, or what's the word, guys? When something happens to shake you up. Anyway, let's see if it comes back around. Seventh chakra, let's take a look at 41. So again, spiritual connections, intuition, and inspiration, Archangel Uriel. So this is again connections to your crown chakra. This talks about you having a strong, passionate connection with the divine and your own divinity. This is located at the top of the head, and it's allowing you to be a free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This will also be a great time of your intuition to guide you into your higher awareness. So allow yourself to, again, basically quiet your mind and listen, especially when it comes to optimal navigation in the physical realm, right? And yeah, there's something about, again, being an ascended master. This could be your willingness. Somebody is assisting you in the higher realms. This is basically your higher self. It also talks about connections to your Akashic records, right? Which is like the interconnected database that stores the living memory of all living organisms. So it's like you guys were able to glimpse into that in some way. Or you're navigating your way into like your highest soul's expression, okay? and your highest lifeline. That's almost what it gives me. This connection is open now, and you'll find your own spirits and spirits of those around you being able to provide the answers that you seek and the blessings that you desire and deserve. And what's funny is I feel like this person, they're almost like cut off from their source cord, and they could have even had like there's something around, you know what this gives me? It's like I'm hearing like they knew better with whatever this is. Like they knew better. Their crown chakra is almost like over expanded, you know. I'm seeing like a broken crown with like loads of tears and rips. So there could be something around when that happens. Actually, we were talking about Dora in the last reading. There's a specific magician in Dora, and he basically has loads of purple, which shows like an over expanded crown, and it talks about somebody that may feel like self-righteous, again like entitled, and that's what it gives me. It gives me the Dora Explorer reading. And we were talking about the map energy and Boots being a spirit guide, and Swiper being somebody that you had to enforce boundaries with. So this could have been like a master of disguise. Like again, they had very clear intentions, but they hid that quite well. And this talks about like you blocking somebody from your energy, but they're still obsessed, or they're latching onto you. And it also shows. Let me find the Grumpy Bridge could have been like a what's it called? A gatekeeper of some kind. Where they could have been opinionated, destructive, brutal, reckless, cold. He had like a very strong yellow and orange energy. And also the, where is he? The Mago, which is a new level, a new devil energy. And this could have been like a sorcerer. This is usually somebody that is unconsciously cultivating their life. So they could have been like very unconscious when it comes to the things that they were manifesting and where that was coming from. But it shows like they're basically, they have a level of like egotism, right? Feeling superior over others. So this could have been this person, right? They could have been like very feeling entitled when it comes to the things that you're physically cultivating into your experience, but it's only, I'm hearing, in accordance with the divine cultivation that's also happening in the higher realms, as above so below. Yeah, which is super interesting. And you're getting better at playing the game. I talked about in this reading, if an intermediate player continues the same level again and again, they will not progress. So there's something about you transcending onto a next level during this time, and it's a sign of true spiritual strength. Yeah, but you're performing alchemy by asking like, what should I do with this person? What should I do with this situation? And what's in like my highest good? Because that's also going to be in the highest good of those around me. So there's almost something about you were met with like a choice point. I'm hearing where you had to like face your fate. All right, there's something about like facing your fate. So it's not that we outgrow attracting petty tyrants, and I feel like that's what's going on with you guys. It's that you graduate from whatever level and whatever character that petty tyrant was representing in your own process or evolution, and it's like you've been able to evolve or transcend from that original connection or that original contract. And that's why I feel like you're elevating in some way. So you're going to attract different type of petty tyrants, right, at different chapters of your own development. That's why they say like a new level, a new devil. And they're going to have better disguises, and they're going to represent a different theme at this time in your life that supports this stage in your evolution journey. And this is knowing that the petty tyrant is a title of somebody who's in our atmosphere or environment, who or in our awareness, and is being used as a way to confront us with our own belief systems and confront us with our own truth that we're speaking. So there's something about being able to practice the things that you like learn over the course of like a lifetime, and being able to again hold space for that polarity, for the contrast of this reality, right? And seeing it from a high universal truth and understanding the purpose that it serves in your life. So maybe you've seen this as an opportunity to be able to extend compassion. To be able to extend compassion and understand where that's rooted from, and what those responses are, what those unconscious responses are, and see it for what it actually is. That's almost what it's giving me here, which is super interesting. So again, you're very consciously manifesting your experience. Wow. So you're on like a really high, I'm hearing like you have a really high rank, right? You have like a really high rank. Wow. Where do we go from here? Maybe that's where you're feeling like, let's see. But I'm hearing the time is ripe for success, and it's a time of like plucking something. Yeah, truth be told, that flipped, which is basically about believing people when they show you who they are the first time. Yeah, you also have like mending, higher power, and community. So again, a lot of you are almost like you're repairing I'm hearing like you're making amends and you're walking forward without the burden of a grudge on your heart. Okay, there's something about the heart weighed against the truth. That's what I was receiving before earlier about the heart being weighed out against the truth, the ostrich feather. So this is about justice. So again, a lot of you, there's like karmic credit that's coming through here. But the message that I was getting was that there's something around is taught you how to alleviate yourself from basically the like attachment to somebody being a certain way. You realize that true unconditional love means that you don't try to change or impart anything on anyone. You accept them as they are, but also place them where they belong in vicinity to you. All right, there's something specific about that, and it's not personal, it's just vibrational, especially when it comes to the people that you're surrounding yourself with now, because I almost get like an elevation in, yeah, I'm hearing not just altitude, yeah, but also connections. Okay, and again, you have soulmates at the base, so literally there's like new soul contracts that are coming in, people that are supposed to be with this now, I'm hearing upgraded version of you. Okay, like this version of you, which is super interesting. Somebody that's supposed to like assist you when it comes to some type of huge level up. Okay, not just internally but also externally. So I feel like we're going to be, I'm hearing greeted with like new connections now. Yeah, new connections, and it's all because you've been able to basically make amends and forgive, but also forgiveness does not always require reconnection. Okay, which is super interesting because everything is either rooted in love or it's rooted in fear. Okay, and you're seeing that. Okay, let's see what are you in alignment with now then? What don't you see coming that you need to, what don't you see coming? You know what, I was gonna do messages from your archangels reading as well, so I guess we'll do that. Let's get a message from Archangel Michael, and then we'll get a message from Archangel Uriel. What does Michael want to tell you? I guess it came through anyway, because I wasn't sure what reading to do, but I guess they've kind of like, they've shown up anyway. Okay, so Archangel Michael, again, justice, literally the heart weighed out against the feather. So again, karmic credit that's coming through. Yeah, new contracts are coming in. This is also a connection to like the 7th house of partnerships and contracts. So Archangel Michael is preparing you for new contracts in the physical realm, okay, that are going to support you at this stage in your journey. That's what's coming through. First of all, he's telling you not to overthink this. All right, we'll clarify that. Let's take a look at what Archangel Uriel wants to tell you. Yeah. Oh. Where's Archangel Uriel? I want to say. Emperor. Okay, very interesting. There's something around Archangel Uriel wants to tell you that there's basically success that's destined for you because of the work that you've been doing on yourself in the spiritual realm. You have the 6 of Wands and the 8 of Wands behind this, so this could be like a rapid wave of momentum when it comes to recognition. You're going to be riding some kind of wave. You guys are about to be recognized for something. Emperor is like high levels of establishment within your career and other life goals that you've set for yourself, so you're about to reach like the pinnacle. All right, I'm hearing like Archangel Uriel is saying that you're having a breakthrough right now, and that's why it feels like you're facing the most level of resistance, but hold space for that paradox. But there's something about you being protected and like a time dilation bubble. That's what I'm seeing. You're going to be able to surf through the illusion of time, and you're going to be placed into your desired plane of existence. That's almost what I'm seeing it as. But there's some kind of recognition, and I'm hearing like it's well worth it. Okay, it's well worth it. Let's go ahead and take a look at Michael with the justice energy. There's definitely new partnerships that are coming in. Some of you, this could be contracts in Korea. All right, because again, this is like the conscious co-creation that's happening between the higher and the lower realms. Yeah, so the Fool card. Michael is basically telling you to take a leap of faith. There's something that could come sudden or out of the blue. All right, this could be an out of the blue contract that comes in for you guys. That does support you, all right, because this is like signing the dotted lines with justice. It could be like literal legal documents, but this also could be like, yeah, some type of energy exchange that's going to come out of the blue for you guys, okay? Some type of energy exchange. I'm hearing that's going to restore order from chaos, but it could kind of come in out of the blue. Again, Uranus energy. So use any kind of destabilization in your life as a catalyst for transformation. There's going to be something that's going to, I'm hearing, alter the trajectory of your life, and I'm hearing it's going to, what? It's going to trigger like onlookers or bystanders of Voyager. Yeah, people are going to be like witnessing you triumph in the physical realm. That's almost what it gives me. All right, wow. So get ready for that. That's like a sudden contract that comes in out of the blue, all right? Something that comes in and it assists you. Again, it's like divinely orchestrated by a higher power. Higher power and also community is connections to 11th and 12th house. So it could be something that you guys don't see coming. 11th house could be in regards to like cultivating an audience. It also could be online connections to 11th house. Yeah, let's take a look at Emperor. It doesn't have to be though. It could just be like aspirations, future goals, sudden savings that come in, right? Yeah, the Nine of Cups as well. So there's a huge turning point. Something turns in your favor, right? Restoring your legacy, a new beginning. This could be a career or financial opportunity, or just the stable beginning that you've been being prepared for. All right, but there's something about accessing your highest timelines. Archangel Uriel tells you to act as if it were already. You have an infinite number of complex moves that you can make in this game of life. This is saying that you're playing chess, you're being strategic during this time, you're not playing checkers. So move like a queen on a chessboard, or move like a king on a chessboard during this time, and be very strategic with I'm hearing the vibrations that you align with, okay? And make sure that everything that you allow your purpose to guide everything that you do, and recognize when things serve a purpose and also when they do not. And I'm hearing the serenity prayer from Uriel right now, which says, God grant me the serenity to be able to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There's something about you hold the wisdom to know the difference. And it's only you who's supposed to change. You're not supposed to change or impart anything on anyone during this time. But get ready to accept like some kind of fated, I'm hearing stroke of good luck, but this is just where your preparation meets an opportunity. But get ready to ride some kind of like sudden unexpected wave, right? But something about like expect the unexpected when it comes to literally rise to recognition, rise to fame, rise to you. I'm hearing everyone knowing your name, right? But some kind of rise to success here. You're definitely, this is like victory, it's triumph, it's like eyes on you. So just be prepared. All right, be prepared for this. This is like top CEO level with the Emperor. Yeah, wow, okay. So these are like working in harmony right now. It's like a conscious co-creation that's going on. Yeah, man, I don't know, guys. Yeah, let's take a look at some Kipper messages then. What do you have to say? Yeah, courthouse, something's been decided. Okay, something's been decided, especially with false person here at the base, right? People that have wore masks of deception, tread in shoes of deception. You have poverty. Okay, so something's been decided. I feel like people are getting left out in the cold here as well. Again, this kind of gives me like the Galactic Federation with courthouse, like something's been decided, right? You have bad health there too. So again, some people are just not in a good way. Let's take a look. Yeah, you have a message, so you guys could be receiving a message. This could be about a gift or offering. You have occupation right behind that, and you have sudden wealth, and then you have journey. So there could be, I'm hearing an onset of, I'm hearing something that onsets like a trigger of events. I'm seeing like the chain of events that will affect your life. You also have thoughts, so somebody could be thinking about reaching out to you, all right? That could initiate some kind of change. Let's see. You could also receive a message or opportunity about something that you've been thinking about for a long time. There is some kind of courtship that does come in. Somebody could be courting you. It usually shows like, again, the universe playing matchmaker, but there's something about like an upgraded soul contract of some kind. Somebody that's contracted, or I'm hearing being deployed to assist you at this stage in your journey. That's what it gives me too. And we have sudden wealth, so it's definitely going to feel like you hit the jackpot. Again, you do have 777. which does show like you being in alignment. You have 777 here at the base too, which talks about literally your progress is recognized, alignment is here and is within reach. The whisperer is reminding you to stay the course and full source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized. So your gifts are about to be recognized. Don't be afraid to share your gifts with the world. That's also what I'm hearing. But yeah, somebody is definitely thinking about reaching out to you here. So expect some type of message. This could be a telephone call. You have 2 social media cards, so that could be significant. It could be from a distance of some kind. But yeah, usually is somebody falling in love with like obtaining gift skills or abilities or whatever this is, but they're being contracted to I'm hearing facilitate like either career growth. There's a facilitation of something. I don't really want to say that. I'm just hearing stay the course though, okay, because there's major growth that's happening. Like, and I'm hearing it's going to be like an instantaneous acceleration when this does come in, okay? Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna love and leave you guys. Yeah, let's close out with some of these. Birds flying. I've been seeing this a lot. News is on the way, right? Okay, so news is on the way. You might want to watch the last reading that we did. We do have Beware of Great Pride with Peacock. So again, this is like people that have been peacocking, right? I'm hearing that pride has blinded them. We have Boots. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals with Boots, okay? So keep doing what you're doing. I'm hearing keep doing what you're doing. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. So again, there's some kind of balance that's being restored. Again, this could be the parting of a broken ring, which is about a soul contract of some kind, either in business or romance. But again, a lot of you, there's like situations in the balance, right? It's like a rebalancing of soul contracts. There's certain ones that are being terminated. I'm hearing new ones that are being deployed to you. Yeah. New ones that are being rewritten. Okay. So there's like a readjustment period, I'm hearing, like a readjustment period. You have someone new is entering your life. Bro, I keep telling you, all right? And then you have sharks at the base. So there's something about do not be tempted to lower your standards here is what I split it on. So do not be tempted to like sway off of this, like, I'm hearing stand, like double down on your decision right now. Shark here is usually about, again, like just be careful, all right? Because this is like, don't allow this, there's something around like karmic credit that's coming towards you essentially, right? Also July could be significant. So this could be something that's being revealed to you. It's Cancerian going into Leo season. So it could be like either a Cancer or Leo, or it could be something to do with something that's happening like between realms right now, and then it kind of comes out into the spotlight again, like 6 of Wands energy. So something could be revealed to you through like an opportunity, through some kind of form of communication that comes in, that definitely, I'm hearing, it just alters the trajectory of your life. So we'll see. I keep hearing like onset of eclipses too, so there's like an onset of events that are going to be triggered by this. We have heart, great happiness, and you also have success. You'll be very happy with this, right? You also have new possibilities, paths opening up with archway at the base. So again, this is going to open up new possibilities, basically new avenues. I'm hearing that are going to call for you to explore. You also have honor, respect will come to you with crown, okay? So again, this is like a spiritual ranking. And you're hearing mission fulfilled. You have caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So there's about to be a change that you're being introduced to move towards. That cannot be undone. Yeah, angel, spiritual protection and guidance, right? Spiritual guidance and protection from harm. Angel, bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. So I'm hearing this is going to be water under the bridge, and that could be like the troll, right? With a Billy Goat Scruff, where literally the biggest goat, I think, ends up like pushing the troll off the bridge. So maybe this is like trolling type of energy or vibes. But anyway, I'm gonna love any of you guys right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel and want to stick around for future reads, do consider subscribing. We love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. I kind of want to get one of these messages. Let's just see. If you know me, this is what I do. I like to like 10 extra decks after I say we'll go. Will-o'-the-wisp. Okay, so something's coming back around. The invitation to dance has come back around again, right? To fulfill something. It's coming around in a new frequency or vibration. Okay, so there's an invitation that's going to be coming towards you. You're going to be able to adapt to these changing circumstances. Because I'm hearing like, it's like a script. There's like a script. And the acting is like method acting at this point. That's almost what it gives me. Someone that was like supposed to play some kind of significant part in your life or something of this nature, like the character has now shifted or the character's now changed. something around that, the same role, but like a different someone stepping in for that role. That's almost what it gives me. So again, somebody new is entering into your life. You guys will know what this is in relation to you. Okay, let me just take a look at one of these let go flow messages. We also have lucky you. So luck is on your side. You're protected. Nothing can hold you back. Okay, lucky you. Enjoy. Okay, enjoy. Great times are ahead. Okay, so, and when this comes in, you have no doubt in reverse. So again, like, you're not going to doubt this at all when it comes in. It's going to be inevitably clear that this is for you. Like, you won't have a shadow of a doubt. Okay, so I'm hearing any doubts that you have will be put to rest. So I'm gonna love any of you guys right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. It's gonna be like right over here. Other corresponding readings are also gonna be about personal reads also down below. But until next time, bye.